on TikTok. So let's see what happens, dear listener. At least, if I'm on 2 at once, then that doubles my chances of actually helping someone. We'll be here for about half an hour. And if you don't know me, hi, I'm Pete. I am an AMN practitioner and emotional. I can't say that one because a friend of mine, that one, he's an emotional laxative. I wouldn't say I'm an emotional laxative. I'm an emotional wizard. If there is something in your life that is bothering you, whether that's pain or money, then those kinds of beliefs, all those beliefs, they come with emotions. All of those beliefs come with emotions, and all of those emotions come with a kind of like a pattern in our brain, okay, a frequency, an energy in the brain. And if that energy of this belief, that emotion repeats, then it kind of becomes a habit. And then you get stuck. And that's how we get stuck with certain patterns in our life, because we haven't learned how to let go of the emotion of a particular situation. And that's what I help people do. I help you overcome the emotions of particular situations in your life so that you can move on, so that you can be injury-free, so that you can make more money, so that you can have kids, okay? Because some of these things affect reproduction. Some of these things affect your digestion. Some of these things affect all kinds of things in your life. Let me just show you a book, okay? So a lot of what I talk about comes from this, okay? So German New Medicine, okay? A guy called Dr. Rick Geard Harmer. I think that was his name, Rick Geard Harmer. Yeah, Rick Geard Harmer. It does say it on the top of the book, if you can read that, if it's not backwards. Rick Geard Harmer. He was a medical doctor in Germany. I think he died in the kind of 2000s. Are you qualified to give advice? I do have qualifications, yes. But it's more of a nervous system reset rather than psychological advice, because all of these things show up in your body. Okay, they show up as injuries, they show up as pains, they show up as just recurring things in your life. It's a really good question, actually. Am I qualified to give advice? I tend not to really give advice on things that I'm not qualified to give advice on. I will give tips on healthy habits, on healthy things to think, and I will do work on people's nervous systems, which I am qualified to do, which I do have qualifications in, and that then tends to change how things go in people's lives. So, yes, but so that question came from Gin and Tonic Whore. So, anyway, so hi, I'm Pete, and I help people with aches, pains, injuries. And if you've got any of those, then dive right in, send us a comment, and we'll see what's going on. I've got someone over live on YouTube here. So again, if you're here on YouTube or TikTok, cool. It's Abby. Hi. AI on TikTok. Thank you, Abby, for your comment. I suppose your promotional stuff. That's appreciated. I didn't see that because I've had my phone in front of my other screen, so I didn't see that anyone was in there live. I just bring that microphone a little bit closer, so maybe YouTube can hear me a little bit better. Not that it makes that much difference. Who knows? So I'll be here for a little while, yabbering away to just ask if anyone's got any aches, pains, or problems. I might stop talking. I might carry on talking. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, Abby, as you're here, might as well do something if something's going on for you, because I'm not at the moment. There's not much else going on. We'll just have 5 minutes of tinkering and see what happens. over there. So Abby is over on YouTube. So if anyone's on TikTok watching this, I'm away on another screen. So, but if anyone on TikTok, you got an ache, a pain, or an injury, let us know. You got some kind of challenge going on in life that is not going away. Stiff, okay, cool. Then let me know. I can help. And if you hang around for a bit, stiff neck and shoulder. Okay, stiff neck and shoulders. K27. Okay, K27 is just at the end of the collarbone. Okay, and so if we go there, it's kidney. Yeah, okay, we're straight in. And because I know a little bit about you, has something gone on with daughter? We got Wendy in as well. Okay. Amazing. Yeah. So shoulders tend to do with family. If I come back to this, okay, this stuff, shoulders are family. Depending on which shoulder and kind of how you clap your hands, okay, how you clap your hands depends on your handedness, basically. So technically I'm right-handed, but I clap with my left hand up, okay, which according to GMN makes me a lefty. So some of the things that are in the book, I just have to switch them over for me. So depending on which hand it is, depends on which kind of family member it is in this case. But shoulder, just family, okay? And sometimes that means your dog. Sometimes that might mean, a pet of some kind. It might mean a very, very close friend, someone who's essentially family. You see them frequently, or you considered them as family. So anyway, yeah. So there's something going on there. So it's it's with it being kidney, it's abandonment. I feel abandoned. So there's an abandonment thing going on there. It helps that I know some things. What else is there? Kidney. What we got? What else have we got? Yeah. So it's about feeling that feeling, okay, and just being okay with it. Really, I mean, it's like you run through that situation very briefly in your head again. You don't dwell on it, but you notice the feelings that stir up in your stomach, in your chest, in your shoulder, and you allow them to be, and you spend some time with them. And you go, actually, no, I'm not abandoned. I'm not abandoned. I'm loved. I'm whole. I'm complete. There's nothing that can be abandoned. There is nothing that is lost. There can be nothing that is lost. Things might move, but nothing is lost. So yes, take a deep breath and let it go. It really can be that simple. Things really can be that simple. So let's just see if there's anything else going on there. Left arm, right arm, chest, right leg. Okay, subtle energy. Meridian, right meridians, deep 1, 2, 2, RD2. There's pancreas, okay, as well. So kidney, pancreas. Pancreas. That's anxiety about the future. Okay. Will she come back? Will she come back? So for anyone on TikTok who's not seeing any of this, this is over on YouTube. I'm doing both at the same time. Just because I can. So yeah, I'm responding to stuff that you can't see. Anxiety. Will she ever return? Okay. Okay. Is she safe? Is she safe? Is she safe? Okay. So it's coming back. Coming back. Yeah. I've made a couple of assumptions based because I know you. Is she safe? Will she come home? Just imagine that hug. Just imagine that hug. It's a hug that you need. Okay. It's a hug. Okay. And it's cool. How's your shoulder and neck? I think I've finished my tea. I might disappear and go get a cup of tea and come back. We'll see. See. Or do I just raw dog it and go no tea? So if you're on TikTok, let us know if you're here, and if you've got an injury or an ache or a pain, let us know. I could probably help you out with that and sort some aches and pains out for you. And if you're over on YouTube, I'll see there's 3 people here, which is amazing. Cool. I know 1, maybe 2 of them. If you're here as well, let us know over on YouTube, and maybe I could help you with an ache or a pain or an injury as well. It's much looser. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Okay. So moving on, I suppose the next stage is not missing her. sounds weird. Okay, it's not missing her. So even if someone's far away, you know that they have a knowing that she's protected. Okay, she's protected. She is safe. Okay, and just have, again, build that inner knowing of, okay, yeah, she's protected. Okay, and anywhere that you feel like she's unprotected, again, your body will show you this. Okay, it will give you a tingle, it'll give you a heaviness, it'll give you some kind of sensation somewhere in the body. Okay, oh yeah, I don't, and that sensation is probably like, yeah, I don't actually fully believe what I just said. Okay, I don't fully believe what I just said, because she's fully protected, she's fully safe. Something comes up in the throat. Doesn't feel true. Okay, so then that's the bit that you focus on. You go, right, okay, I'm going to focus on that area. I know that the rest of my body is fine, and it just helps build the belief, build the confidence that she will be. Okay, and then you don't need to miss her, because you know that she's fine. And that shoulder and neck stiffness, it just melts away. It's like warm wax. Okay, it's just melting away. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. I might just I'll see if I can take a picture while I'm on TikTok, or do I get a screenshot? Let's get a screenshot. Let's do that. See if I can remember how to do screenshots on my computer. Is it that one? No, not that one. There we go. Control print screen. Alt and print screen. Shift and print screen. None of them got it. Let's try over here. Is it this one? No, I don't need to do that. Anyway, it's seeing the inner workings of me not being able to use a computer very well, because I've forgotten what the buttons are. Never mind. Do you know what? I'm on the internet here. I could just find print screen on Windows. Windows and print screen button. It's the Windows button and print screen. There we go. Windows, print screen. Oh. What? Oh, yeah, I see. Cool. There we go. That's how to do it. I need to click and drag. Interesting. Oh, so Abby, if you're still here, has it kind of improved any further? Just balance that thing right there. Has it improved any further since your last comment? What is this going on here? I've got all this TikTok live stuff going on. I don't get it. Daily rewards. Oh, yes. Cool. I've got 15 viewers today. Well done, me. Check out the Live Fest page. I'll get more points for doing that as well. It's like gamification of the world. It's bonkers. You've got to tick all these little boxes. I hate ticking boxes. Still there, but clicky. Clicky is good. Clicky means it's not stiff anymore. Now we go ligament. No, muscle, tendon, fascia, arm, torso, fascia, right leg, left leg. Oh, okay, right arm. Fascia, right arm. So on the inner side of your bicep, go from the elbow, but kind of drag. So you like, if I do it on my hand so you can see. So the skin is like stretchy. Okay, it's got a little bit of give to it. So from your elbow to your kind of towards your armpit, you kind of just get on there and pull. Okay, but on your right arm. Okay, I don't know if you said which arm it was or which side of your neck that was achy, but that's what it is for you there. It's coming up as right side, pull in, and then that clickiness, I think feel like that clickiness is going to go away. You need to hold it for a little while. So it's just, you can kind of do like strokes, okay, or you can just put your hand on with a bit of pressure and pull up. Okay, and that's how to treat fascia. Okay, it could be left, right, up, down. Okay, all kinds of, yeah, the right shoulder is worse. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't necessarily, just because it came up as the right bicep doesn't necessarily mean that that's, it was the right shoulder. It doesn't make any difference really. Okay, it's just, it is where it is. So yeah, clickiness gone. Certainly reduced. Yeah, definitely reduced. Feel like it's gone though. And if it hasn't gone now, it'll probably go in a little while. All right. So how long have we been here? Nearly 20 minutes. That's cool. I'm going to go for another 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. I think I can not drink tea for another 10 minutes. And then I've got jobs to do. I know what I need to do. My wife probably won't see this. I'm not going to show you anyway, just in case she actually accidentally does watch it. A gift for her birthday coming up soon. It's exciting. I need to build that and screw it together and things. A picture frame, screws. Happy days. Yeah, let us know later. That's fine. And some dowels. Might need some glue. Got PVA all over the house, so it's all right. It's got kids. Got PVA to sort that stuff out. Not a problem. What's it look like? Well, at the moment, it's like, who are these people? I don't know who these people are. Okay, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 10. 10 picture frames, and they will all get attached together with dowels and screws. And then the kids are going to decorate it, and I'm going to get some pictures. So yeah, I don't know what it's. I think it's going to look something like that. So it's a little like a collage type thing. So yeah, it's gonna go together, and they're gonna just decorate around the borders and make it look a bit nicer. Not personify it, personalize it. And there's a couple of other little bits as well that she's getting. Okay. So that's cool. Got that going on today. That's my next job, I think, or my job after my next job. We'll see. We'll see. So don't lose those. Cool. So am I going to hang around a little bit longer? Don't know. Ultimate champion. There's all these weird things on TikTok for live stuff to, I don't know, get more viewers and things. And I don't fully understand it. Suppose I should learn. I don't really want to learn it though. Right. So those on YouTube, if there's anyone else with some kind of injury, some kind of ache or pain, let us know. We can probably do something about it. So just leave us a comment and I can do something. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm ticking off things on my to-do list as well. Love it. Post-it notes. So good morning, good morning. If there's anything I can do for you today, let us know. Oh dear. I do like coming here unplanned. It's good fun because you never know what you're going to get. Often it's not very much, but it's cool. I should come back to that phrase from Abby there. It's, it always takes a little while. It always takes a little while. That's a belief. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Wendy, let's go for it. I mean, I think I've said this in the past anyway. It's anything digestive. Okay, I'm kind of going back to this stuff. Anything digestive is to do with I'm unable to process that, and it's quite often linked with anger. So you kind of got to look back at when it started, maybe not when it started this time round, but when it started, if it's happened before, or maybe look at multiple, let's say it's occurred 2 or 3 times in life. What was going on? Okay, what is the indigestible situation going on at those points? Okay, it could be work, family, could be work, could be family. Yeah, it's most likely in the family thing. There's also a belief of I can't fix it myself. I need to do something funny. Okay, so I want everyone to know that you can fix things yourself. Okay, and it's largely down to how we feel about stuff. Okay, so it's the anger in this case. Okay, I'm unable to process the anger about some kind of family thing. Okay, or frustration. Okay, anger and frustration are close cousins. Okay, and if we think about reflux, okay, what's it doing? Okay, it's coming up. Okay, it keeps coming up. Okay, so this frustrating thing keeps coming up. Okay, so when that frustrating thing in life, okay, not the reflux itself or the gastritis and whatever else is going on, when that comes up, the real life situation, not the physical sensation, it's like you got to you got to try and remain. Got to process that emotion about it. Okay, and the way to do it outside of that situation is play it in the mind. Okay, you bring that situation intentionally to mind. Okay, the one that angers you, the one that bothers you, and you see yourself through your own eyes. So you have a photo or a short video of the situation, and you either see it going differently, or you see yourself remaining calm in that situation, and you're not bubbling up with fury on the inside. Okay, you're not going through that same thought process every time. It's like, oh, it always happens. It's always the same. It's always like this. It's always like that. Okay, always, always, always. And that's kind of how to look at it. And that's how to deal with it outside of it when it actually happens, so that when it does actually happen, you can respond differently. Okay, you can think different thoughts when that same event repeats. Okay, because all of these things are about repeating patterns in life. Does that tally up with things that you can see happening in your life? So frustration with, seems family related, but something in life that you're unable to process. It keeps on happening. It causes frustration and anger, and it always happens. Okay, it never changes. Just a yes or a no would be all we need there. And then it's the process is about finding peace. Okay, find peace mentally in that situation first, and then when it repeats, because it will probably still repeat, you are then able to not repeat your same actions, okay, your same thoughts, which then means the body does not repeat on itself. Okay, so it's I'm repeating. Okay, cool. That's where to go with that. Let's see if there's some point to press. Okay, yeah. So stomach 36 on that one. I'll describe stomach 36. It's a meridian point. In fact, I'll get Rod. Come on here, Rod. Here's Rod. For anyone who's not met Rod before, Rod is my meridian man, and he's called Rod because he has a rod up his butt to help him stand up. Okay, stomach 36 so that's the kneecap. Come down a couple of inches and just out to the side. Okay, so for pretty much any digestive issue, that's a really good place to go for, is rubbing on there. Okay, so you have a muscle running down the outside of your shin bone called the tibialis anterior. It's not quite at the top of that muscle, but it's very near the top of that muscle. So 1 or 2 fingers widths down from the top of the shin. So you've got top of the shin, so you've got the kneecap. If you come down from the kneecap across the patella tendon, you hit the top of the shin, and then you roll your finger out, and you are on stomach 36. Okay, that will help with digestive issues just in general. Okay. Yes, and it's a biological process of I'm unable to digest that. I'm unable to swallow this. I'm unable to get it out. I'm unable to pass it on to the next stage. Unable to do these things. Okay. So if we think of our body in terms of what are the main processes going on with the organ, the joint, the thing that I'm having problems with. Okay, so if we think about joints in general, joints are about movement. Okay, their main job is to get me from one place to another. If my joints are stiff, where in my life am I feeling stuck? Okay, stuckness. Okay, generally with movement, I feel stuck. I can't go forwards. I can't go backwards. Okay, this is going to give you a kind of a delineation. I'll come back to that, Abby, in a sec. Yes, if you feel, there's something coming from behind, I'm scared of something coming from behind, we might kind of have this kind of body posture, a little bit tight in the stomach, tight around the chest. I'm kind of afraid, hunched down a little bit. I'm afraid of something coming from in front. Okay, we might lift our head. We might be a bit like out this. We might have a bit of a twist. Those kinds of things. Okay, so our body will kind of show us, or maybe we've got a bit of scoliosis going on. I'm afraid of something coming to hit me from the side. Okay, so we're kind of avoiding it. We're kind of over here waiting for an attack. Okay, something's coming at me from the right hand side. Okay, something's coming at me from the left hand side. Okay, and our body will twist and turn and bend to subconsciously avoid a threat. Okay, that threat isn't really there. Maybe it was, in reality, it was there once or twice, maybe even a few times, maybe even many times. But let's say it was a car crash. It only ever happened once. Okay, car hits you from the right hand side, bang. Okay, now my spine is twisted because I'm afraid of things coming from my right because I haven't fully processed it. Abby has asked, would that point, stomach 36, be useful for all stomach issues, essentially diarrhea and IBS? Uncertain. It's certainly worth a go. Okay, if you get down there and rub it, and if you get down onto that point and it's a bit sore, give it a rub. To say all kind of like diarrhea or IBS, to say all of them and kind of bring them all under one umbrella, I can't say for certain. There would be no doubt other relevant meridian points and other relevant places to press and do and around the body. There would be other stuff needed on occasion. Okay, so yeah, it would almost certainly benefit. It wouldn't necessarily kind of completely get rid of. Okay, but the thing to completely get rid of and the thing to completely change is up here. Okay, it's the thought. Okay, you got to have belief in yourself that I can, in doing something, I can completely get rid of some problem. Okay, or in not doing something, I can completely get rid of problem. Okay, because a lot of our problems come from doing too much, or we're doing the wrong thing. Okay, and it's subconsciously we're kind of doing the wrong thing. So let's say you're on a diet and you eat a cake, okay, or you eat a cookie, or I've just done the wrong thing. Well, basically, most people, if they want to lose weight, okay, so subconsciously now we've got guilt. Okay, I've just eaten cake. Oh God, I'm going to put on 2 pounds. Okay, terror. Okay, the worst thing has just happened. So we've got the guilt associated with eating the wrong thing, but we've also got the belief of I'm eating the wrong thing, therefore that's making me unhealthy. If we can get rid of right and wrong when it comes to eating, then nothing will affect your stomach in terms of food. Nothing will suddenly make you gain weight, or it's guilt. Okay, the biggest emotion I can see with food is right and wrongness, and feeling guilt about eating a big meal, about leaving food on your plate, about kind of wasting money, and the children are starving in Africa, that kind of thing that we were brought up with in the 80s and 90s. It probably still happens. I just don't see it as much. It's like no one. It's almost no wonder that people struggle with weight, because people in my generation, so people in their 30s, 40s, maybe 50s, and probably 50s now, their parents grew up during rationing, so food was scarce and you didn't leave anything behind. Okay, so you were brought up to eat everything on your plate because your parents grew up in rationing. Okay, if your parents grew up economically, financially strong, okay, you might be making better decisions about financials now. Okay, if if you grew up and your parents were financially not in a strong position, that might make you make poorer decisions now. Okay, so it's about making the decision from the point of view of the person you want to be. Okay, Wendy, good. I'm glad that helped. I think because I'm sure that's been said in text, but maybe you needed to hear it verbally, which maybe I hadn't quite delivered in when you asked before. Yeah, so my apologies if it wasn't, those things weren't clear from how I've communicated with you in the past. But that was all that stuff that you got today was what I was getting at in our communication. So yeah, cool. All right, so been over half hour now. Cool, happy days. I'm gonna shoot off. As I said, got bits to do. So have a lovely day. Get to work, you lazy people. It's 10 o'clock. Come on. Or if you're having a day off, have a wonderful day off. If you're working, have a great day. And I will do something again in the not too distant future. Adios. Adios on TikTok. Adios on YouTube. Bye-bye.